Hey Jules, how are you? Hi Kennedy. Happy Friday. I'm good, Jules. How are you? Hey Christine. Hi Linda. Hey Cece. I've been listening to that. It's funny you say that, Cece, because I've been listening to this one Abraham video on YouTube over and over and over again. It's just, that's what I do. I find one that I love. It has everything I need to hear in it, and I just listen to it over before I go to bed, when I wake up, throughout the day. Not all the time, but throughout the day. Hey Sally, I'm also updating the audio. I told you guys, I wanted to put that out in my story about how the audio, I'm going to add to it. If you already have the bundle, the 5-hour audio, I'm going to add to it. So you're going to get that for nothing. It's going to be like an hour. I like to get it at least to an hour, but it's really good stuff. Because I always say, like, I learn more as I go. As I learn as I go as well, right? This gets more clear to me, and it makes more sense to me. But I'm telling you right now, it's all about relaxing. That's it. The audios, like I said, I make the audios because I love making them, and there's great practices in there and reminders. But the only reminder you need is that you need to relax. Literally, non-reaction. That's it. That's the only thing you're practicing. You're only practicing non-reaction. That's it. Which is calmness, relaxing, doing less. I made a video today and I said, your only job is to do nothing, which is funny because it's like I always talk about how I don't like the word job, but your only job is to do nothing. Hey Emma. Hey Brenda. I love that you guys, like, it's all you guys on here. All you gals, I should say. Is Sally here? I didn't see. Hi, hi, Sally. So that's what I'm going to do. But like I said, guys, you just don't need my stuff. I make my stuff because I like doing it, right? It's something I enjoy. But I have a mammogram Monday. Should I just relax? Oh, gosh, yeah, of course. You know how this works. You just stay calm, and you know how this works. You know there's a best case scenario for everything. So we all know it's all going to go great. We all know that. We all know that. Without a doubt. Hey, Victoria. Oh, Brenda. So it's always the same thing. It's always the same. It's always not being non-reactive. So always, this is what you want to remind yourself. Look at me. This cracks me up when I move my chair like this. I always feel like I'm in like one of those things that go down the steps and they like move. You're having your own personal experience, right? We know that now. We know it's not even about you creating your own reality. Because you can only experience based on your limitations. You know how I explain it? I know I'm so loud. I can't help it. You know how I explain it? You are literally a walking belief system. You're just you're a bunch of belief systems. That's all you are. That's the 5-hour audio. So we buy that. You email us the bonus. Yes, user, yes. You get the 5-hour audio. I'm going to send you, not yet, because I'm only a half an hour into it, and I like for it to be an hour. You will get the hour for nothing. You'll get the new one for nothing. But you got to put your email in, guys. You got to be on the email list. Because if you don't put your email in, I don't have anywhere to send it to. A lot of people have bought things from me, and they never put their email in. And if you don't put your email in, you won't get it. But it's an automatic upload. So how it works is when you have my audio already, when I add to it, you're going to get it sent to you. It's going to say, Kira sent you a new audio or a new thing, and you'll get it automatically. And the reason why I like it to be combined, I listen to it combined. It's better than listening to it in pieces. you get more out of it when you have it all together and you can just listen to it. Now listen guys, this is how from listening to Abraham, I wasn't always listening to her. I was doing other things. But just having that in your mind, and it catches you from time to time. That's why I say listen to it whenever you're not doing anything. Listen to it before you go to bed. Listen to it but while you're doing things in the morning, like when you start your day. When you're just like food shopping and stuff. Listen to that all the time, because it's just, that's what you need. You need those reminders of all you're doing is not practicing non-reaction, right? It's so easy. All I have to do is relax. All I have to do is stay calm. All I have to do is make the best of this moment. And then I explain things about how this reality works as well. But you're going to be able to tell listening to my audio. It's all the same message, but how much I have evolved in those audios. Because me now getting to this place, like I can explain it better to you guys. The more that I do these practices, I learn, right? So, but it's always going to come down to relaxing and practicing non-reaction. When I say that's the only thing you're doing, I really mean it. I truly, guys, find as much freaking time you can to relax. Find as much time as you can to do nothing, to sit and do nothing, to get a bath for an hour, and then you know what? An hour later, I'm going to jump in the tub again, and like, do whatever you can do to relax your body. And if you're bored just sitting there, you can scroll through TikTok, you can read, but just make sure it's stuff that's positive, right? So I like to scroll through TikTok, but it's all fun, light stuff. It's like families, and it's like, you know, like the couple funny ones, like I watch them ones, and just anything that's light and funny. And I can literally just scroll through that forever. But you get better at discernment as well. So you're able to just scroll right past something that doesn't feel good. You're like, nope. You get better at that. You just don't entertain it, right? You don't entertain it. So the more you do these practices, you just don't entertain things that don't feel good anymore. You're very quick to just pass by it. It just sounds so like you're telling me to do nothing. You're telling me to relax. Why is that so not easy for a lot of us, right? We're so you can still do things. I think, honestly, I'm the most productive I've ever been since I've done these practices, but I don't feel forced to do them. I'm starting to enjoy these things, right? Even just like cooking dinner, going to the food store. I've been cleaning out everything in my house. Like I can't even stop myself anymore. I'm constantly cleaning, but I'm so relaxed while I do it. I'm so calm while I do it, and it gets done, and it gets done right. Like it just starts to happen that way, where you just start to be more in flow. You're more relaxed, and let me tell you, you get so good at non-reaction. Things in so just remember, anything you're experiencing right now in your life, it's old. It's based off an old belief system, right? That's why we continuously practice non-reaction, because those things are past. They're past. So whatever's happening now, it's from your past. That's why you give it no attention. If it doesn't feel good, you just stay calm and neutral, guys. It will literally leave your life. It will exit your life, right? Peacefully. So that's why you have to stay consistent, because a lot of people will say, oh my gosh, but I'm still experiencing this. No, you're not. You're not. It's just that it's old. It doesn't really have any energy unless you give it the energy. It's just understanding this more. It's more of an understanding, honestly. Honestly, that's what it comes down to. It's an understanding that, oh, wait, that's old. I don't react towards those things anymore. I don't react towards anything. Because even if somebody asks me to do something, and I'm like, I don't really feel like doing that, but I'll just say, okay, and I just kind of go with the flow. It turns out in my favor where it doesn't happen, and I don't have to do it, because I know how this works. I know things are always working for my highest good and for myself, for me, right? So you just stay calm in those moments, even when you feel like you're agreeing to something that you're like, I don't really want to do that. Don't argue. Keep the peace. Okay. And you just keep moving forward. I can tell you right now from experience, it will just not happen. It won't happen. It literally won't. Because that's how this works. When you're non-reactive and you're calm, it's always going to go your way. It's literally always going to work in your favor. Always. Yes, right, Kennedy? Yes. I know, I'm probably not really close up, but I wanted to pin, because that's what starts to happen. I think Bobby was just saying the same thing. I don't know if Bobby's on here, but you do, guys, you catch it. It's like, even though you say you're not going to be reactive towards people, places, and things that are actually happening in your life, we still do it when they're not in front of us. We still let things bother us when they're not in front of us. That's the same thing. It's still reactive behavior. But you just start to catch it more. That's why I always say reacting is okay. It's not about reacting. It's continuously reacting, right? Like, I can be like, oh, I don't want to do that. But wait, I'm like, oh, wait, I know how this works. I just get, okay, yeah, I'll be there. 8 a.m. sharp. I know it's going to go my way. I know I just stay calm. I know I'm not going to have to do it. That's how it always works out for me. It's like, you just have to understand, it's like you are having your own experience with it's your belief systems. It's nothing else outside of you. That was genius how you said we're all walking. Yeah, right, Sally? It's literally, that's what it is. We're just walking belief systems. So you can only experience based on your limitations. You can only have experiences based off your limitations, right? So really, you're just staying calm and quiet to release your limitations. You're literally relaxing as much as you possibly can. Doing anything to manifest is still limiting you. It's still limiting you. So don't worry about those things that aren't here yet, guys. Don't. They're going to come in the best way possible. You don't want to do anything to get them because you limit yourself by doing that. Those desires, the reason why they feel so big to you, it's because you planned it before you got here. You're waking up to that. You're waking up to the fact that, whoa, why does this seem like such a big desire? Why do I want this so bad? It's because you planned it before you got here. That's all. So that, but don't do anything to get it. Just keep releasing these things that don't serve you. Keep practicing non-reaction. I say releasing things that don't serve you, but you don't even got to know. It shows up clear as day, right? We all know that. It shows up clear as day. When something shows up and it's like, it shakes me a little, I know that that's my belief system somewhere within me, and I just got to relax. That's it, and stay calm. And like I said, it doesn't matter if you react. It matters if you continue to react, and you just get better at it. Hi, Kelly. Happy Friday. I keep feeling like I have like something on my news, but I don't see anything. We'll find out. Guys, I also posted. Hi, Sam. I also posted yesterday's. I was so good today. I think these vlogs got me on my A game. Because so this morning I was doing the vlog and I was like, oh, you know what? Let me, I remember to put this yesterday's live on YouTube. So that live's on YouTube. My dad and I get along so much better now that oh, that makes me so happy, Cece. That makes me so happy. I literally love those messages. I love your guys' messages. I get them all the time. And I appreciate them. I love seeing you guys, like your lives changing because of it and getting better because of it, because that's the byproduct of this. It can't be any other way. It can't. When you're non-reactive, it can't be any other way but to go your way. It has to. It just takes a little bit of practice, that's all. Oh, good, Brenda. Yeah, I know. I think the vlogs help me. Now, they help me. First of all, I love doing them. I love doing the vlogs, but they keep me like, I don't know, they keep me like, they're fun. I like them. I'm in alignment with them. So it's like, I was like, oh, okay, let me do the vlog. I was talking to you guys on the vlog, and I'm like, all right, I got the live. It's so funny, because I'm talking to nobody, but really I am. You guys eventually see it, right? I love that, Kennedy. I do that too. I manifest for others as well, like my family members especially. And it's like I get emotional. I feel that emotion behind it, especially like my youngest brother. Like I always think about him because he was like, you know, like of all the stuff that I've been through with my life and my parents, I think he was the youngest, and I always felt for him, not more so for me. Like I was able to get through all that. Like I was strong, if you want to say. But like I always think about him and how far he's come, and sending them that, like you get, like you send people that love and that wanting the best for them as well, wanting the best for others, right? That's what I say. Like, you're not doing this just for yourself. You're doing this for everybody. You know, like I wish no hard feelings on anything or anyone at all. I just want to live my best life, right? And that's why I practice non-reaction, because I'm not getting angry, because that's just me repeating a belief system that doesn't serve me anymore. I want the best for everybody. And Cece, it's so funny because it's such an easy practice, right? Like when I tell you guys, like when people are saying thank you to me, I'm thinking like, I'm only telling you to relax. I'm only telling you to do nothing when you really think about it, right? So it's like, it's actually, you're the one doing it. Like you guys have to do it, right? I can only tell you to just do nothing. Be lazy, rest, take naps, meditate, right? I don't even say the word meditate because I believe, honestly, just by relaxing, it is a form of meditation. By basking in the sun, as Abraham would say, now it all clicks to me. By sitting in the sunshine, like you're so appreciative in that moment, that's stronger than meditation. And that's why I meditate naturally. It's easy for me to sit in silence. I've always been a weirdo. Literally, I've always been a weirdo. Like I could sit and just not listen to TV, not music, and just sit there for like literally 20 minutes. Before I even knew this, I could sit in silence. I never knew what I was doing. I just could always be with my own thoughts. I could do that. So for me, meditation always did kind of come somewhat easy. Not saying my life didn't stir up some stuff when I realized that we created our own reality and I had to break through some limitations. Thank you for that. Thank you, Elle. Hi, Nene. It's so nice seeing all you guys. I feel like even though I was here yesterday, I wasn't for a couple days. And now it's like, I don't know. It's like I miss my friends. Yes, right, Cece. Yes. It's so true. Yes. Like I say, like I've always been that type of person. I've always been calm. Like I've been like that laid back type personality, but I had my limitations. I was a walking belief system just like everyone else, right? I think it's the fact that we know now we're unlimited. That's why I say that's the only difference, because I didn't know I was unlimited. I was living a life of, like I was going through life calm. I was always a calm person, not really reactive, but not perfect by any means. But I used to always say, like, I would always say, I'm thankful for this, and I should be grateful for what I have type person, and not be asking for any more. That was my mindset. I had a mindset that I should be grateful for what I have. I didn't know that I was unlimited. I had no clue about that until I went back to work. When I went back to work, that's when everything to me seems not right, because I know what it's like to feel good. I know, like I've been home with my kids. I loved being home with my kids. I loved being a mom, right? When I went back to work, it didn't feel right to me. And I said I always manifested amazing jobs, amazing people, but I didn't, like the fact that I had to do it every day. I had to go, right? It was like I felt forced. I felt like it was prison. And I was such a hard worker that I didn't know how to I didn't know how to be in between, like be like someone that doesn't go to work and just say, I can't do this anymore. Like I was always dedicated. So I was like there every day, but I hated it. So that's the only thing whenever I try to go back to think how this all started up for me, it had to be work. It had to be work. It was like, I have to ask for off. You gotta it's just, I was always new. I was always starting new at a job because I couldn't stay long. I understand that now, why I couldn't. Because I was just like, no, something's not right here. Yeah, so Patricia, the best thing I can say is make the best of it, because you know what you know now. So I started really making the best of, I honestly did not like my job. I wasn't like I had worked at this horrible place, but I just felt like there was more for me. I started opening up. I was writing my book at work. I didn't tell anybody. I was writing my first book there. And I didn't tell nobody because it was weird. I still thought it was weird. Like, I'm talking about meditation and intuition. I wasn't fully aligned, right? So it was like this big secret. Well, you guys know I'm private anyway. So it wasn't hard for me to keep it to myself, but it felt weird. It felt like I was living two lives because I was like writing this book on intuition, But I was at my job every day. I was doing these practices. I was all over the place, literally all over the place. But I still managed to manifest, something to be home. But like I said, it's always going to come down to non-reaction. It's always going to come down to relaxing. Relax as much as you can. Rest as much as you can. Do nothing as much as you can. Scroll through TikTok. Let it suck you in for a while as long as it's positive. Read the books that you love to read. Make sure they're positive. I say this. I always suggest this. Stay away from anything educational, because on this stuff, you're going to confuse yourself. You're going to make it more difficult. Because I can tell you right now, nobody's making it as simple as I am. I'm literally going to say that. Nobody is making it as simple as I am out there. I've come across people talk about manifesting. Now, this is a preference. If you like easy like me and you like simplified like me, some people, they want to do the research and they want to do other things and they want to make it a little bit more work for them. That's a preference. But listen, I want it easy. I want it to the point, and I want simple. I want an easy life. I want a simple life. I don't need any extra. So that's why I say this is a preference. You either resonate with me or you don't. And I can tell you right now, most people are making this way more difficult. Whenever I scroll through and I come across a few things, no offense to anyone, but they're making it more difficult. But it's because that's that's where they are with their belief systems as well. Right? So that's why it's like, I don't fight against it. I just know this is a preference. If you want simple, if you want easy, if you want right to the point, then I'm the one to come to. I'm telling you to relax, literally. Because I can tell you right now, that's going to lead them all to this. Eventually, they'll be led right to this, what I'm saying. Because you're keeping yourself in a cycle. People are still in cycles. But this is right here. This is it. Relaxing, doing nothing, non-reaction. That's what that's what you want. You want peace. You want to feel good. You want to be happy. That's why you're here, to live an amazing life. But you can't even get to that until you practice non-reaction. You have to do that one simple practice. Everything else will take care of itself. Manifestations will take care of themselves in the best way possible. So it's just, you got to get to that point where you realize that you don't need the research anymore. You don't need any more information. You planned all this before you got here. You planned these experiences before you got here. Even the manifestations, you planned them already. Creation's finished. Everything's already happening now. The thing you want is already happening. You're not doing anything to get it. You're releasing things that don't serve you. You're releasing limitations. If it's too complicated. Exactly. Yes, Kat. Yes, yes, yes. If it ever feels like it's too hard, Kat, if you ever feel like you're efforting too much, take a step back. There's an easier way. Always. Now, a lot of people say, it's not like, oh, what's meant for me will find me. No. Like, listen, you planned all this before you got here. Don't think anybody's trying to take your manifestation away from you, right? That stuff will all take care of itself. It's the fact that we're always trying to do something to manifest or convince ourselves that our manifestation is legit. Of course it's legit. That's why you came here. That's why you have this. You couldn't have that desire. You couldn't have it if it didn't exist. You got to think about it like that. You couldn't have some of these desires if they didn't exist already. You're becoming aware that it exists, right? That's why you're starting to see more things that you resonate with. Now you're like, ooh, I want to have that life. Oh, I would like to live on the beach. Oh my God, I love her. Oh my God, that looks so nice and relaxing. Or, oh, that relationship. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. That relationship that they have or whatever. Like, that's what you're seeing that's lighting you up. It's anything that lights you up. That's part of your path. That's part of your plan. That's why it's lighting you up. And anything that feels slightly off, I say it. Nope, I'm not entertaining that. There's always a better version of things. I keep feeling like I have something like in my nose, guys. Some things I'm most proud. It's so funny. People they love to hear your manifestations. My most proud thing, I don't know. I say on things that I've manifested, it's not the things. It's not. It's the knowing of this. It's the knowing and understanding. That's the best manifestations. It's, yes, the stuff's fun. They're all experiences and they're great and you're going to grow and expand with them. Like, I'm loving making my vlogs. Like, that's fun right now. That's where I'm at right now. You're always going to be expanding and growing with those things. But I'm telling you, the most exciting thing is knowing this stuff. It's knowing. So can you explain when our desires change? I don't know what you mean by your desires change. Now I'm paranoid that I have something in my nose. What do you mean? No, they don't change. You grow with them, Val. So like me with my TikTok, it's grown. My TikTok has grown and expanded. I've gotten better at writing my ebooks and editing my ebooks. I've gotten better at that. So it's not that your desires change. It's that you grow and expand with your true desires, right? I've had desires, guys, that I wanted to be a police officer. I was like, oh, that would be fun. But that was only based on my limitations. That's why you practice non-reaction. And you start to, I don't know, things pop in that you're like, wait a minute, that was literally just, I mean, it's still a manifestation. That still could have been a possibility for me. It still existed. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to just keep practicing this. I'm going to stay where I'm at, and I'm going to just practice this, which expanded me to more, writing books more, writing ebooks more, getting into doing TikTok more. I went to my highest timeline, if that makes sense. Like how you said, if your desire lights you up, what if they change? They can change. Basically what I just said, Val. So where I was at one place, becoming a police officer, literally it lit me up. It was so exciting. But it's almost like one thing led me to the next, where I started diving deeper in this, Val. And I was like, do I really want to do that? It doesn't mean that it wasn't a possibility for me. It doesn't mean that it's not a reality that existed for me. It's just I took a step back and I said, you know what? I think I want to keep on meditating and practicing non-reaction, which there opened me up to more possibilities, if that makes sense. Now, Vicky, don't worry about it. When anybody ever asks me a question at all, like something like that, you just want to keep practicing relaxing more. Don't worry about doing anything. You're still in the asking mode right now. You're still in that energy. So you're still making that shift. So just keep practicing non-reaction, Vicky, because just understand that when you start doing things that are meant for you, that are truly aligned with what's best for you, what you planned before you got here, it won't feel like effort. It will feel like nothing. It'll just start, it just starts happening. Yes, it's action, because that's why you're here, guys. This human experience is an action-based experience. Action is part of who we are, but you don't know that's why I don't like the word action. Actions is part of this human experience, but you don't realize you're doing the things. They just start to happen. It just starts to fall into place, like someone said the other day, a domino effect. It just starts to happen. Like I just sit and I start writing my books. It doesn't feel like effort. I just do it. When I make a TikTok, it doesn't feel like effort. Does that kind of make sense? Do people's environments influence what they want? Yes. Not, well, before you know this, but now you know more. So Harrison, it's a difference of now you know more, right? So what you're living up to now is just based on your environment and your limitations, right? But now you know you're unlimited. Now you know you can be doing anything you want. So by just knowing that, you break through those belief systems by practicing non-reaction, Harrison, by remaining calm, by relaxing. Yes. But yeah, you pick up a lot of things you pick up everything basically from your environment. How do you finally quit your job? What was it? Pure relaxation? Yeah, it actually was. It was like one thing happened. So it all happened based on my limitations and where I was at, Patricia. So for me, it was like literally, I felt like I was kind of taking a few curveballs that I probably I wouldn't have to take today because I know more. Like I applied for another job. I got it very easily. I went to the job. I thought it was a fit. It was not at all. And then I said, I let go of all resistance. I walked out. Well, I didn't walk out. I did my day there. And then I got in the car and I said, absolutely not. And my friend said, why don't you do this? And it was something from whom. So it was a way it worked out for me to let go of resistance. So you're always on your path of least resistance when you're practicing non-reaction. You're just going to keep releasing limitations when you practice non-reaction. So just keep meditating, keep relaxing, keep resting as much as you can. You are where you are. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. It just keeps getting better and better. At first, it doesn't feel like that, though. You're not really enjoying the journey at first. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be flat out honest. You're not enjoying the journey at first because you're still making it more difficult. The more you can relax, the more you're going to enjoy the journey. The more you can rest and take time for yourself, the more you're going to enjoy the journey. The more you can literally it's all about practicing non-reaction. The more you're going to start to, because that's all you're doing to release limitations. Do less. Do nothing as much as you can. So Harrison, that's why you just got to continue practicing non-reaction. That's all. It's not, you're here to have the most amazing experience, Harrison. You planned it before you got here, right? So you have planned this before you got here. People are just making it more difficult. You don't got to do anything to release your blocks, but relax, right? There's no block. It's just, it's you, your energy, and your limitations, right? And now you know I came here to have an amazing experience. I can be doing have anything I want, right? Everything's already here and now. It's already finished. You're not doing anything to get anything. You're just relaxing. You're just releasing. That's all you're doing. Non-reaction. Relaxing, resting, napping. Anything that relaxes you. Me being Italian. It's the fact that people don't think it's working, because like you're expecting to jump from A to Z. You gotta be, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. You just got, like, when I say just relax more, it's like, that's it? No, I gotta research. There's no way. I gotta be looking for more info. There's gotta be more to it than that. No, you're relaxing. Nope, that's it. Literally, that's all you're doing. Like, do less. Think about it like that. Do less, relax more. I say do nothing, but people won't buy into that. But literally do nothing as much as possible and relax as much as possible. Even while you're working, guys, wake up early enough to where you can rest. Enjoy your cup of tea or your cup of coffee. Scroll through TikToks, positive TikToks, or listen to Abraham or my audios or something on my TikToks even. Listen to these and just sit and wind down and relax your body. Sit in the tubs. Like, take your time and do that before you go to bed as well. Make time for that every night and every morning if you're working right now. You will be pushed out of your environment, but you got to be non-reactive in your environment. You have to practice non-reaction in your environment. That's the practice. You kind of need these things in our reality, like that we're experiencing, that cause us a little to shake every now and then, that shake us up a little to help us get calm. So for me, I'm thankful for those things that caused a reaction out of me, because they really helped me get good at this. They helped me become stable in who I am and secure in who I am. To be able to be who I am and not be afraid to be who I am, right? So you're going to be thankful for those things. Nothing's here to hurt you. It's all here to help you. Because just remind yourself, it's only me and my energy anyway. It's only me. And I would say you're an experience in itself. I'm an experience in itself, right? We're all experiences. Everything's just an experience. Hey, Nathan. Should I try to continue encouraging the people around me to chase? No, Harrison, don't involve yourself in other people's lives unless they ask you, Harrison. If somebody's asking you for guidance, that's wonderful. Yes, give them guidance on what you know, right? And get calm and give them whatever feels you've inspired to give them. But don't force this on anyone, guys. Do not force. It always backfires. It will always backfire. I know. I've been there. I remember when I was so passionate about this, but I only had that, where I was at, it was nobody was listening to this. Guess why? Because I was still understanding it. So trust me, people, if they're interested, they will come to you. And guess what? What are we telling people to do? We're telling people to relax. We're not telling people to do anything. Just be an example in people's lives by being positive. That's me. I see it in myself around my kids. I am so positive around them. You're an example to people. I'm always happy. I'm listening to music when I'm cooking. And Mom, can I borrow your car? Yeah, of course you can borrow. Like, I'm just like, I mean, I don't do everything for them. Actually, they don't ask me to do much. They're very independent. They know how to access this energy on their own as well, because they get it. They get it. My kids get it. Do you allow people from your past who want to come back when they want back in? So I don't judge anything, Val. Like, if anything's in my experience right now, I just go with it. I don't fight against it. I'm not running from anything. Anything that's in my experience is there for a reason. That's how I look at it, Val. That's a good question. No, I don't run from anything. It's there for a reason. I practice non-reaction. If it doesn't vibe with me, I stay calm. I know it will work itself out in the best way possible. That's not my job. Everything's there for a reason. I just do my part. My part is just to stay calm and relax and not judge the situation. So no, I don't run. Don't ever run from anything. You're not chasing anything. And when it comes to manifesting, we're not doing anything to manifest, because that's you chasing. And we're not running from where we're at either. We're just right here in this moment, making the best of it, practicing calmness, practicing relaxing, practicing non-reaction as 24/7, basically. Can we manifest a soulmate while being heartbroken and depressed? So you just have to know that now you're moving towards that. That's all. You're moving towards an amazing, beautiful relationship right now. But your practice now is to focus on you. You want to fill up your own cup, right? You got to be able to give yourself that love before anyone else can give you that love. So right now, it's time to focus on yourself and feel good on your own, right? And do these practices, really, because just practicing relaxing, that's you focusing on you. When you're relaxing and you're giving that time to yourself, non-reaction plays a big part in that, in filling up your own cup. And being your own best friend, your own source of happiness, right? Being able to feel good on your own is what is a byproduct of practicing non-reaction. You start to feel good on your own. Like I said, these concepts I started understanding the more I practice non-reaction. The more you're connecting to all this knowledge, all this wisdom, right? It just unfolds. Like, okay, I get it. It's like you can't make things conditional. It has to be unconditional, right? You have to get to a place where you're not needing something outside of you to feel good. Nothing at all. You can feel good on your own by just calming yourself down in that moment and saying, I'm good. I can just chill right here for a minute, or I'm going to take a ride, get myself my drink. Everything's good. I don't experience that in my reality, because that would be, number one, that would be judgment, Deshawn. Like, I'm not going to judge anyone on that fact, right? So I don't have that experience in my. It's only about you and your belief system. So if you're triggered and you're noticing and that's upsetting you, someone that's being self-centered, it has nothing. Because remember, it's only you, Deshawn. It's only you and your energy and your experience and your belief systems. So if you're seeing something like that and it's upsetting you, you're going to keep experiencing it, Deshawn. So it's more so about getting calm and relaxing and understanding that, Deshawn, you have to understand that not everybody understands this. It's more about compassion. And the more that you can stay calm when you're experiencing something like that in your reality, you won't experience it anymore, okay? So it's more of an understanding that it's only you having your own experience with your belief systems. So if anything's upsetting you, there is nothing outside of you, but if something's upsetting you, it's a belief system within you. And how you release it is you just get calm and you relax and you have compassion, right? Okay, I get it. Not everybody understands this information. And not everybody has to understand this information. It's about me moving towards what's best for me. And that's it. Plain and simple, point blank. My daughter says that I relax too much. I'm working and all you're doing is laying around. So Linda, remember, it's only you and your energy. And it's your belief systems. So if your daughter's saying that to you and it's upsetting you, then that's you feeling guilt for relaxing, right? It all comes down to you. If she's saying it and you're like, laugh it off, whatever, yeah. If you're laughing it off, then it's not affecting you. It depends on if you're letting it affect you or you're not. right? So if she's saying something like that to you and it's upsetting you, you got to get calm. No response back. Yeah, whatever. And you laugh it off. Practice non-reaction, and she won't say it to you anymore, basically. Because you got to just remind yourself, it's only me and my belief system. So if I'm letting something, it doesn't mean you're not going to see things outside of you that don't vibe with you, guys. You're going to see things outside of you that don't vibe with you. But it's a difference in, is it affecting me or not? Is this affecting me, or am I able to stay in alignment and just move towards something else and laugh it off, right? It's a subtle difference. Oh, that's it. That's it. Yeah, Linda, that's it. You just laugh it off in your mind, even if it's in your mind, like, okay, whatever. I mean, you do get to that point, guys, where you're just like, okay, like literally you become unbothered. It doesn't, like, nothing hurts your feelings anymore. Nothing hurts your feelings anymore. Nancy, that's such a reflection of you. I love that for you. It's such a reflection of you, guys. When you are seeing these types of things in your reality, it is 100% a reflection of you, of your kindness. You can only get back what you're getting. Guys, 1 second. I just got a call. I hung up because I was in the middle of my live. But give me 1 second. That's why it logged off, because when I get a call, it just shuts me down on here. I'm just going to pause it real quick. 1 second. I'll be right back. The phrase, where your focus goes, it grows. You think that's true? So, Vale, with your question, to me, like, yeah, where your focus goes, it grows, but I won't entertain that, because then you're going to be too, you're going to cause resistance with that. That's resistance. Like, oh, I got to make sure I'm not doing this wrong, or if I'm not focusing on that, or if I'm not, don't even worry about that. Just keep making sure you're relaxed and do the relaxing practices, because everything's always going to work in your favor. Just don't worry about, like, oh, what am I, make sure I'm not, because that's still kind of limited. That's still limited teachings. Like, I got to focus on my manifestations, and I got to focus on what I want in order to bring it in. That's still very limiting and still very efforting. So I won't entertain that at all. Because if you only got to be in flow. There only is this moment. You only got to make the best of this moment, and that's what brings all your manifestations in. Literally. So you only got to practice non-reaction 24/7 and do things that relax you. Everything else will take care of itself. I know, that sounds like that's it. That's all you're ever doing. That's how easy this is. That's how unlimited we truly are. So for me, saying, like, where your focus grows, yeah, but we don't even know half the time what we're focusing on. We're still all over the place. We're still reactive. So it's kind of like, it's a very limiting way to manifest, like, oh, let me focus on these, because for the most part we're still reactive, right? So trust me, it all comes down to non-reaction. Is my necklace crooked? Oh, Nathan, don't watch my vlogs, because every time I watch my vlogs, my necklace is all over the place. I'm like, Nathan's gonna kill me. Hi, Claire. Thank you very much, Claire. Thank you very much. Yeah, and I never really did affirmations, but for me, I was always like a more of a feeler anyway type person, like a quiet type person. Affirmations, I think some people enjoy them and they vibe with them, and that's fine. But they never vibed with me. That's why I never really did affirmations. Like, I did them for a little bit, but I felt like they were more like, for me, it was more efforting. But like I said, I mean, granted, guys, I used to say general affirmations, right? Like, I am always taken care of. I have everything I need in this moment, right? Because that, for me, that's where I was. But I never did specific affirmations towards anything. But you're so right. You're so right. Since when did you start your vlogs? I love them. Nathan, I only have a few. I think I have, like, 3 vlogs up so far. So I literally just started them, Nathan, but I've been doing them every day because I like doing them. They're fun. They're fun to do. So true, Claire. So true. You really don't. When you're practicing, non-reaction is all you need. The reason why, it's because you're opening up yourself up to many ways things can come in for you. It's almost like every day you're walking into the unknown with this open heart, right? Of, oh my gosh, like, let's just play today. Let's see how today's going to go, right? And for me, it's been great. Like, just being like, just non-reaction, just calm, and just going with the flow and getting more comfortable with the unknown as well. The more you practice non-reaction, you get comfortable with the unknown. Where at first we want to have control. We're programmed to have control. But the more you're like, I'm not letting anything affect me, I'm all good, you start having more fun with this. You enjoy the journey. It's what it means to enjoy the journey, guys. Did you notice that when you're stressed about time or etc., you move fast and it starts this buildup of energy? Do you notice when you're stressed about time or etc., you move fast and it starts this buildup of energy? I'm trying to think of a time, Kennedy, where I don't really worry about time anymore. But yes, like if you're asking the universe, and I say the universe, your higher self, or you're asking for guidance, like, I feel like I need to get this done. Yes, I know what you mean. I'm trying to think about a time. So Kennedy, what you're saying, I have an example of it. I released a lot of things that make that have a time frame around them with me. It's very limiting. It's some things around me still exist where there's a time or I got to do this or this, but it's very, very small. And you got to think, I have kids, I have a big family. I've really eliminated a lot of that in my life. But when it came to my kids' school stuff, and I had to get some stuff done before their evaluator came out, I was so stressed about it. And I started doing all these things to prepare. But yes, it's like you're asking, but because you're still in flow. That's letting you know everything's always working out for you. That was a great example for me, that even though I was stressed, I was still doing my practices and it worked out better than I could have imagined. I mean, she was telling me like all these amazing things. I wasn't expecting it to go that great. So yeah, I know what you're saying, Kennedy, but I'm releasing a lot of that from my life of feeling the need to be like, oh, I got to get this done on this time and do this by this time, because I've always been that way, and that causes so much stress in our lives. And I've eliminated a lot of that from my life. When things get done even better, when I'm not on that time frame clock thing. Like if I have stuff to do, I'll move quickly and almost aimlessly, I notice. Yeah. So like you'll move out of that. You will move out of that. Like I watch, it's all these societal things that we were programmed to believe and, do things a certain way. And, like I don't even believe in doctors and stuff. Like I'm so far away from that kind of stuff. I don't get sick at all. I don't even believe in a flu or a cold or sickness. I don't get sick. And neither do my kids. Like, it's crazy. I know I'm far in with some of this stuff and release some really crazy belief systems, but I just know how unlimited we truly are. Yeah, everybody always mentions grounding to me. What is grounding? What is it? It's just walking out in the grass with no shoes or socks, right? I mean, I probably do that not realizing it, but I never really called it grounding. I do love being outside, though. Without a doubt, Claire, 100% to that. 100% to what Claire just said. Like, it will always go better than you could have planned, because our minds are limited. Our minds are so limited. And I know that. I know it from manifesting. When I used to do things to manifest, it was so limited. It was so temporary, too. It was like, I don't want this. Like, I'm not even happy. Did you say something, Nathan? Grounding can also be hugging someone. Oh, thanks for sharing that, Christine. I was going to pin it, but Cece, do you think doctors, nurses are a part of? So, Cece, it's not that they're a part of it. They don't know. Nobody knows. Not everybody understands this information. Everybody has beliefs, limiting beliefs. We all do. I do. We all do, right? We're always expanding. We're always growing towards more. It's not that, like, nobody knows. That's why you can't even say, like, they're wrong for being a doctor. They're just doing their job. Like, that's why I said, like, I don't even get involved in any of that. I just focus on me and my belief systems. And what I don't believe that sickness is even a thing, right? It just happens because it's an emotional thing. We make ourselves sick through life and stressing ourselves out and worrying. That's how we get sick. And then we called it something. Oh, it's the flu. Oh, you got a cold. Oh, you got allergies. We started labeling things, right? How do you personally deal with So I don't have procrastination, Val, because if I don't feel inspired to do it, then I'm not doing it. I don't care. Like, I know that sounds really, like, if I don't feel inspired, I know it'll get done. It'll get done perfectly fine. So I don't even worry about it anymore. So it's like, I lived in I don't even know how long I've been in my place that I'm in now. I didn't touch that storage closet. It was other people's stuff in there. Maybe 2 years. I just now got to it. I just kept closing the door. I'll get to it. I did it, and I did it so good, and I was loving every minute of it. You'll do it when you're ready. Even my ebook, it's done. It's done. I didn't even edit it yet. It's been done. I got 3 pages done today. I was really proud of myself. And it was because I was sitting down doing my vlog. That's another thing. If you don't feel like doing it, don't do it. Nobody's judging you. Nobody's judging you but you. Just always remind yourself that, guys. When it comes to procrastination and all those things, I know a lot of times we still have limitations around things and we feel like we have to do things because we're still working through our limiting beliefs. But eventually you'll get past that and you'll let a lot of those things go. Oh, yeah, you know what, Christine, then I ground because I'm always, my dogs, my cats, like, I'm always loving all my animals, and my kids, and yeah, so I like that, Christine. I always thought grounding was more than just walking outside, and I really wanted to ask you guys that question because I really didn't know what grounding was. I always relate it to outside walking barefoot. But Christine said it's other things. It's like hugging your animals and, hugging your kids or whatever. Like, so I like that. Illness is simply Exactly, Claire, exactly. That's what I've been practicing with work with a lot. I'm like pushing close to the button. Right? Yes, the more I relax, the more I practice non-reaction, the more I rest. It sounds so contradicting, guys, but the more I do nothing, the more I relax, the more I rest, the more I do, the more I get done. But it's all stuff I want to do. Like, I'm like, oh, what am I going to cook for dinner tonight? I can't wait to cook. Like, I'm so excited. Where before I'd be like, oh, I got to cook dinner. It felt like a job. But now I'm like, the more I rest, the more I do nothing, the more I want to do things that are aligned with me. It's not me going to work. I mean, granted, like, I'm sure you can get to a place but you have to understand that's what's moving you towards best and more. So it's not like you're stuck doing the same thing all the time. You're going to keep moving towards more and better and best. Jeez, that's why these lives, I have no voice afterwards. I literally don't have a voice. Yes, Linda, yes. People don't understand that. People can't grasp the fact that when you're relaxing and you're resting, and if you can rest as much as you can, do it. Take advantage of doing nothing. Take advantage of sitting and doing nothing and relaxing as much as you can, because I'm telling you right now, that's what's aligning you with everything that's best for you. It's making you better at being non-reactive as well. It's making you more calm. How's the weather? It is beautiful, Nathan. It is so nice. It's like one of those days where the sun feels so good, but it's like there's such a nice breeze. So you could like you probably get the best tan in this weather. And I should be out getting a tan, but I'm not. How's your weather, Nathan? Thanks, Kay. Did you, Nathan? I already forget what I wrote, guys. You know, like, Nathan said he got my email, and I sent out an email. Like, I made an email for something. And I'm not one of those people, like, you know, that, like, I don't, like, make sure you have your email. I'm going to email you all the time. And I don't ever want to get to that place where, like, you're getting emails from me, but they're not even personal. Do you ever get ones from people that you signed up for stuff and they make you think, like, it's personal, but you're like, wait, it's not even them. It's like a computer operated. But I did send out something. It was probably about my ebook and stuff. I would never email you guys all the time and be like one of those peeps. Oh yeah, I am. I'm working on the new audio now. And I'm going to attach it to the 5-hour one. I can't see. That's why I'm like this. It's so bright. I'm going to attach to the 5-hour one for nothing. It's going to be free if you have the 5-hour. It just has your name on it. The weather here. Is it? Yeah. Isn't that the best, Nathan? 73, low humidity. Literally somebody. Oh my gosh, Kelly, I know. I always say there's nothing better than that. Literally. Like sitting in the sunshine to me with like a light breeze, not cold. I don't want to be cold. I always say the word heaven, but that's what it feels like. That's the best way I can explain it. It literally feels like heaven. Same thing. Like, that's another thing. You're doing things that like, Abraham always says basking in the sun, and that's what she means. And eating delicious foods and savoring it, right? That's why I'm like, what am I craving today? Like, what? I want to eat something like that I'm craving. Like, I want it to be good and I want to enjoy it, right? Because that's helping you. That's helping you move towards what's best for you. Things like that. I love that, Kelly. I wish that I want to like coffees and stuff so bad. Like iced coffees look so good. And like all those Frappuccino things look so good. But I don't like the texture. Like the closest thing I get is the ice cream that I get from McDonald's with like the root beer on the side. Like to me, I'm kind of like, that's kind of close to me. But watching people get their coffees and stuff, like I want to be a part of that club. I'm not really a big pumpkin fan, but like caramel and stuff like that. When I was younger, I couldn't wait to have coffee because I know, and I love the smell of coffee. When my kids like coffee. So if they're making a coffee or if they have an iced coffee or something, I smell it. I have coffee ice cream all the time. I'm like, I need coffee ice cream because I'm smelling it and I want it. I want to like it, but I just don't like, it's something about I don't know what it is about it. I can't drink it. I can't drink coffee. I don't like milk either, and I don't like chocolate milk or milkshake. So it's all kind of the same thing to me. Me too, Cece. I do love my tea. Let me tell you, like I look forward to that every day. But the smell of coffee, it's so good. I love the smell of coffee. I love the smell of fall, like candle smells in my house. Just fall. I use fall all year round. And I love the smell of dinner cooking. Like, there are things that I enjoy. Like, there are the things that I would be writing on my list. Like, the smell of fall candles, right? The smell of dinner cooking. Christmas music. Christmas things on my TikTok. I'm manifesting everything in my life. My SP has fully conformed. Your lives helped me. Oh, I'm so happy for you. Thank thank you so much for sharing, and keep going. Always remember, it's a consistent practice. Alignment is consistent, right? We're always going to practice feeling good on our own, being our own source of happiness, practicing calmness, practicing non-reaction, right? You're just going to always, this is a forever practice, and your life just continues to get better with it. Thanks for sharing. Yes, got to focus on yourself. You're so right. Because you got to remember, it is only you having this experience, right? I should walk to my local coffee shop to get me coffee. Do you like coffee, Nathan? I've always wanted to try that, Kennedy, pistachio ice cream. I love pistachios. I've always wanted to try the ice cream. Kennedy, I really think I am trying to manifest that. Maybe one time I'll get like a small, like iced coffee. I think I would need extra cream and probably extra cream and sugar and like caramel in it, because I'm definitely an extra person. That's what you drink, Linda. Black coffee. What even is that? Is that ice cream, Kennedy? I gotta try it. Because I always like the pistachios without the shells. And I would just eat them. Like not just one. I would be like, take the whole thing and just eat them. I have to try it. Try any coffee with brown sugar, oat milk, creamer. You're in love. I'm going to try it. I'm going to say it wrong. Baklava? All right, I'm going to try it. And I can just get it like at a local like grocery store, right? I'm going to go to Target today. You think they would have it? I want to go to get, I need to get more lights. No, Sally, I never did. Sally, I never even knew it existed. You just see me in here with my coffee instead. Like, to me, when I get a soda from McDonald's, like, when I was little, I used to pretend I was drinking coffee all the time. Now that I think, when I was little, like, I would have just a drink in there and I'd pretend I was drinking coffee. What coffee do you get? You should see me. A huge market? Yeah, I mean, they have like tons of. I've never was a coffee drinker, but. Hi, Josie. Like crispy layers. Ah, that does sound good. Oh, you know what I love? Butter cake. I love, and I haven't had it in so long. I gotta get it again. They don't have it at the one place I go to. When you said light, like crispy, it made me think of butter cake. Oh, you know what? I wonder if you're thinking of. I think I kind of know what you're talking about, Kennedy. Of course I can't now. Is that the same as. What is that? Madeira cake. Buttercream cake. It's like, it's butter cake. So it's like, oh, I can't even explain. It's so, look up butter cake, just butter cake. I don't know if it's buttercream. I don't know if it's buttercream, but it's like this flaky, it's this flaky crust up top. It's very oozy on the inside, but it does have a little bit of a tiny bit of cake to it. So it's like cake, this oozy cream, and then this flaky, oh, let me just talk about, let me just say, I have to find that today. I might have to find that today. People are cray. Yes, it's very, very, very rich. It's very, very sweet. Depending on where you get it from, you know, like some places, you know how it is. Some places they make it a little bit like cheesecake. Sometimes it's rich. Sometimes it's not as rich. Like kind of maybe like a buttery pound cake, maybe. But it's way more like oozy on the inside. Like, oh God, I can't even. It's so good. It's so I mean, you know, I like stuff like that. I like creamy, and I definitely like when things are just very rich in taste. Very, very sweet to where it's like, whoa, like this is sweet. Like that's what I like. Now, it's not a pound cake. It's not a pound cake. It's not cake. I mean, it has a little bit of a layer of cake in it, but it's like cake with this oozy cream. It's called butter cake, so I know it's like buttery. And then this flaky crust up top, and it looks like a butter cake, the color of it does. But you got to check it out because it is, yeah, basically, Christine, yes. Yes, yes. Christine found it. Gooey butter cake. Oh my gosh. Like literally, I'm telling you. I can taste it right now. I think I tried that before, Nathan. I think I may have tried that. I think somebody made that before and I tried it because that name sounds familiar. I always say it wrong though. I always say it wrong. Can I stop worrying about it when I need things? How can I stop worrying about it when I need things but my way it's gonna go up? I try that. It's the grocery store. Yeah, so it's at the grocery store. I know my local ShopRite sells it. Sometimes I'm not a ShopRite girl. So I try to avoid ShopRite, but I might have to go in there to see if they have the butter cake. But someone's made it before. I've had somebody make it for me before, a friend of mine, and it was really, really, really good. I don't know if I would make it. I mean, I could try. If you guys can find it, try it. It's delish. You know what? My sister-in-law gets it from a special place. I'm going to ask her, and maybe I'll take a ride. Well, that's the thing, Linda. It's a balance, right? When you're eating something and you feel guilt, you still have resistance around it, right? So in those moments, you just have to get calm. You have to release that resistance around what you're eating. You have to remind yourself that no food has meaning. It's your own path of least resistance. So for me, like I said, I started eating and not overeating. That's how it started for me. I was eating but not overeating. So Linda, maybe just don't overeat what you're eating. Just eat it, enjoy it, and then stop before you get too full. Now I'm past that because I've released my limiting beliefs around food. I'm trying to work out the kinks of working out. Like I did a workout the other day. It was like 3 minutes. I'm not kidding. Like I don't even want to work out anymore. I just want to be able to do what I want to do. Working out isn't hard for me. I try to do it right away, but it's something I feel like I have to do. I don't like knowing I have to do something. That doesn't vibe with me anymore. Hey, Ashley. How are you, Ashley? So Linda, so don't overeat. Start out small. Eating things, but not like, oh, that tastes like a cookie, one cookie, right? And don't get to the point where you're overly full, because then you're going to have that guilt afterwards. Remind yourself nothing has meaning, right? I place the meaning on my food. But it takes a little bit of practice. It is so busy up here. But it's all about non-reaction, Linda, and getting calm and relaxing in those moments. Settling yourself down in those moments when you start to feel that. Like, I don't have to feel guilty for eating food. It's no different. Like when I would eat carrots and dip them. By the time I ate all those darn carrots, I probably ate as much as I would have a piece of cake. Like, literally, it made no difference. It's so silly to me. And I would have enjoyed the cake so much better. Yeah, like that, Linda. Like, you ease your way into it, right? You ease your way into it, and you just start to feel less guilty. You know why, Linda? Because you're going to prove it to yourself. You're going to be like, wow, my body looks good. I'm losing weight. I'm eating good stuff, and I'm losing weight. And you're going to prove it to yourself because you're not worrying as much. You're relaxing more. You're enjoying more. And you're going to see the results. And then you're going to introduce more things little by little. And you're going to be like, oh, now I can eat this. And, oh my God, I'm looking good. My body looks amazing. If anything, I'm losing weight, right? Are you saying like after you ate something, Ashley? Like I said, like there would be times where I am so unlimited when it comes to food. I eat at nighttime if I'm hungry. I will eat right before bed if I'm hungry. It is freeing when you get to that point, because I feel like now I can enjoy life so much more because I love food. I always have loved food. Like, I like to eat. But I had to release some limiting beliefs before I could get to that place. And that all came with time. And doing the practices. Because we all have our own limiting beliefs. We all have our own, things going on. And resistance in different areas. We're all different. That's why you just practice non-reaction. It'll take care of everything. You'll start to be aware of where, okay, I have some resistance in this area. Me too, Kennedy. I wanted to give you a high five. Me too. Let me tell you, I ate the best cheesesteak the other day. I made a cheesesteak at home, and it was literally the best one I've ever had. I'm not just saying that. I made it myself, and it was the best. And I think it was because I toasted the roll with butter, and it was like crispy. And I put like some seasoning on it and stuff, but it was so good. Hey, Kim. Hi, Mimi. How are you, Mimi? Being active, then you can eat what you want. I used to have that belief that I had to be active too in order to eat what I want. But let me tell you, that to me, I feel like I could just be sitting around doing nothing and I'm still not gaining weight. You got to remember, everything's literally a belief system. It's what we tell ourselves, right? It's easier to understand that it's just a belief system. because those thoughts become a belief in your life. And that's how you experience your reality, through your belief systems. So Linda, it's just about doing the practices, right? It's about doing the practice, staying calm and quiet, reminding yourself to stay quiet in those moments. You're still in the like asking energy, right? So you're just more so focused on practicing non-reaction, remaining calm, relaxing. Get yourself in that energy of not asking anymore, knowing you're always moving towards what you want. That's the shift you're making, and that's what non-reaction does. It gets you in a 100% always in solution mode, always moving towards best, always moving towards better, always moving towards what you want, right? Allowing mode, receiving mode, solution mode, that's the energy you want to be in. So don't worry about it. How do you do it, or how's it going to work, or you're not supposed to really know that part anyway. You're just supposed to be practicing non-reaction to make that shift into I call it flow, because that's what it is. Allowing mode, solution mode, receiving mode, that's what flow is. And how do you be in flow? It's so easy. It's so darn easy, guys. You just got to relax your body, literally. You literally that's why I love those practices, because they're great reminders. Oh, I'm in flow. Relax my face, drop my shoulders. I'm in flow again. It's all good. I'm good. Everything's going to go my way. Everything's going my way. Right, Cece? Hey, Aaron. So true. Hey, Patrick. I know, right? Me cooking. Hi, Bruce. Hey, Monica. Thanks, Joe. I know, Kim. It's been a while. It's like so funny, guys. What did I miss? 2 days? And it feels like I missed like a whole month of lives or something. Oh, that's cool, Linda. Was it 4 days? Geez, that's how much my time, I have no concept on time. That it was 4 days. But who's counting? It really lets you know, I have no concept of time at all. I don't ever know the day, the time. Because I'm trying to let go of that too, right? When I wake up and I'm looking at the time, I'm going to get up when I want to get up, right? Exactly, Rains. Nathan, no. You possibly sprain your ankle? I always say that means rest. If I ever get hurt or I do something like bang my arm, I don't know if this ever happens to you guys, but if I'm ever letting something bother me, or I let something get, something always happens where I trip over something or I bang into something. It's I always laugh because I don't do that anymore. I don't let things bother me. I'm not really in that energy anymore, but whenever I am, let me tell you, something always wakes me up. Something always slaps me out of nowhere. I know, Ashley, it's not like I'm going anywhere. It's not like I left, right? Basically, what was it? Oh, you know what it was? I was starting to get tired. I was from doing the lives, right? I felt like I was being very repetitive and it was starting to exhaust me. So that's why I took a break. And then it just turned into 4 days, I guess. I needed to rejuvenate myself. Oh, Nathan, good, good. I like that. Sick says being Delulu is the Salulu. Like, I know people talk about delusional and all that. Like, I never experienced feeling delusional because it was such a gradual practice for me, just practicing calm. I was very aware of what was happening around me. So I never felt delusional. It was all very real, but I was just getting very calm, right? But you feel delusional when you realize, like, when some of these things just disappear. Like, I was like, whoa, like, this just never came back into my life again. So it was like, that's when I started thinking, like, whoa, that's weird. Like, that just disappeared. Now, some stories that are very dominant and that want to hang on with every last life they can sustain on you, those ones like to show up, and they would shake me a little still. But you just get better at it. That's what I try to say, guys. Don't worry if you keep reacting and a story keeps showing up. Just keep doing this. It's just making you get better at this and better and better. And you're only relaxing. You're only just, even though sometimes it causes you to shake a little in the inside. I know it feels scary. It's a fear-based belief system. They don't feel good. Just keep relaxing, softening your body, and just let it be released. It'll go away. It won't come back anymore. But like I said, like, it doesn't, some of the ones are dominant and they like to pop up. That was what you asked? That's what you wrote down or something? Oh, are you asking me? Yeah, every possibility exists. Everything, but I can't convince you. You got to convince yourself. So you got to do the practices. If you're asking me, you have to do the practices. You have to practice non-reaction. You're still in the question. You're still in the asking energy right now. That's the energy you're in. You're not believing, right? If you're in that kind of energy, like, is this even real? I'm asking, what do I got to do to believe it? You're still in an asking energy. You got to switch. You got to make the shift, and you got to do the practices of relaxing, practicing non-reaction, meditation. You got to deprogram before you can make that shift. Honestly, it's not hard. You just got to be consistent. You just got to relax your body to keep yourself in flow. You're always moving forward. You'll start to see things unfold in your life. Your life will get better. Tell me, right, Bobby? Right? Like, I can't tell you guys, I challenge this. What Bobby's saying, I'm telling you, I challenge this. The more you can do nothing, the more you can relax, the more you can relax and rest, the quicker things are going to shift for you. Give in to doing nothing. And I know I get bored too. So, like, even if you're scrolling through TikTok, just make sure it's positive stuff, guys. But sometimes, or if you like to read, do something. I know I get bored. We get bored, right? But the more you can relax, do things for yourself. Even if you take a drive and listen to music or sit in the bathtub or a shower. I always say that because it's very, like, relaxing. Do stuff like that, guys. If you want to really make that shift quicker, you got to relax. Yeah, see, I don't do breath work anymore, but when I used to do it, I used to get lightheaded all the time. All the time. I don't think you need breath work. You only need to really just relax your bodies in that moment, but sometimes it's so scary that you feel like you need something in that moment, so you do breath work. But I don't believe you need breath work. It's just a technique. You could just, if something shows up, a fear-based belief, and it doesn't feel good, you could just relax your body, soften your body. Even though you may be shaky a little, you could just relax your body. Breath work is just something when you're, like, in that panic and you feel like you need something else, right? But yes, breath work always made me lightheaded. I'm trying to see. Kamez, I just clicked on your name because of what you said. Yes, of course it's done. When you're lightheaded, it's giving you energy. So breathwork gave me energy. It made me like hyper when I did it. But it's also helping regulate your nervous system. It's helping calm you down as well. Like I said, for me, it was more of when I was in a panic and I was like, I was just too much in my mind. So it just helped me get out of my mind and settle me down, right? But it also would give me energy as well. So it's definitely helping. If you feel like it's helping you, do it. But like I said, I don't do it anymore. I don't need it anymore. The same way I don't really meditate. I don't intentionally meditate like I used to. It's just easy for me to quiet my mind. It's easy for me to get to that place of silence, right? It's really relaxing and non-reaction will help you get to that place as well. Appreciation, which I'm learning more of every day, of what that truly means. Like when I always say, like when I'm getting my drink and I'm like, oh God, this is the best thing ever. Like I'm just loving life, listening to music, drinking my drink, or like I said, sitting in the sun. And that's why it's so powerful. That's why Abraham says that's more powerful than meditation. So breath work, yes, it's another technique, but do I think it's the best technique? I don't. I'm just going to be honest. I think, non-reaction, relaxing, resting more. But it's just sometimes you need something because you're in a panic. And it helped me in those moments. That's where I was at in understanding this, if that makes sense. Oh, that's so awesome, Nathan. And you know what, Nathan? Like, you're a runner, right? So that probably helps you as well. And I think you probably can relate to breath work being a runner because you're like, that's a lot of energy. Right, Kim? Kim, I never understood appreciation. Honestly, Bobby taught me a lot about appreciation and the difference between gratitude and appreciation. And like my own experience has showed me it as well. So great gratitude, I get it now. It's like you're saying you're grateful. It's like you're not really feeling that full worthiness. Appreciation is like, yes, I feel it now. When I'm in the sunshine and I'm like, I'm loving that. I'm in that appreciation. Or when I use the example of like being wrapped up in your blanket and you're just like so cozy, ready to go to bed and you're so relaxed. That to me feels like appreciation. Those moments, right? You feel that worthiness, right? But I feel like your life experience shows you those things more than anything. Someone can explain it to you, but until you start experiencing it, then you're like, oh, I get it now, right? Oh, I love that, Nathan. I love that. Tai Chi. I haven't user. I don't know what that is. Tai Chi. Is it like a yoga or something? I did yoga for a little bit, but it didn't stick with me. Guys, I am the example of a lazy manifester. I like literally that's what popped in my head. Like I don't want to do anything. I don't have to do anything. Like I said, I don't even want to work out. Like I am so like lazy. Like I want to do nothing, but I want to have it all. Gratitude and shower. Yes, sick. Yes. Right, Kim? I never understood that. I never really looked into it as much, but I never cause I don't know. I didn't understand it really. And then Bobby kind of explained it. And then again, life kind of, because like I never understood gratitude because gratitude also is something you can't fake it. Like I used to say, like, okay, gratitude journal. Unless I feel I'm in that energy in that moment, it feels fake to me. Like, I am grateful for my dogs. Well, I mean, no, I'm only grateful for them when I'm in that energy and they're with me and I'm like, I love you guys, right? But if I'm like doing something and I'm saying I'm grateful for my dogs, like, I'm not really connecting with it. Does that make sense? So for me, it's more of like, it never felt real unless I was feeling it in that moment. Without a doubt. Right, Sick? So true and so simple. I'm working out less and listening to my body more. Oh my gosh, I know, Camilla. Like, my workouts, I time them 7 minutes. The other day I said I think I got it down to I think I did a 3-minute workout. Like, I'm really trying to get out of it. So true, Sick. So true. Yes, and that's why, like, the practices of getting out of your headspace and doing the simple practices of just relaxing your face. Like, I really don't carry any tension in my jaw anymore since doing the practices. I would do that 24/7. Relax my face, drop my shoulders, and breathe out. And I would do that all day. And now I find no tension in my jaw area. And it helps you get back into your body because we're so much in our minds all the time. We're so much in our thoughts. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off because my bladder is going to explode. My bladder is going to explode. So I'm going to jump off and finish up my vlog for the day. Everybody have a great day. It's Friday, so have a good weekend. A good start to your guys' weekend. Love you guys. And I'll see you guys soon. I mean, it's like I'm all over, like, my TikToks. I was posting like crazy today. All right, guys, everybody have a great rest of the day. Love you guys. Bye, guys. So great to see all you guys. Look, I don't even know how to click off I forgot, like, it's been that long. I'm all the way down here. The M button's up top. Can't take me anywhere.